Hi, everybody. This is Melissa and Nicole from Sagebrush Wellness, and we are so excited to be with you today. Our intention in this interview is for you to meet Nicole. She is our newest practitioner, and I love, love, love the work that she is doing in our team. So, Nicole, welcome to Sagebrush Wellness. And I want everyone to get a good sense of you and everything about you because you are open for accepting new clients, right?
That's right. I
Awesome,
am.
awesome, awesome. All right, you guys, have a listen and let's really get to know Nicole. So, first of all, who are you? What makes you you?
Well, what makes me me is that I'm a really heart-centered person. I'm very empathetic and I'm very passionate. People often say, I can see all the passion in your face when you're talking and all your expressions. And this has always been since I've been little, I pick up something that I'm passionate about and the road for in health and wellness has been my passion for a long time. And so that's
Awesome.
really like who I am at the core. I'm a kind person. I work by the golden rule. I'm all about energy, and what we put out comes back to us. And
Mhm.
um, you know, doing my best to be a light for the many people who are looking for assistance and support and um, wisdom or information to empower themselves and get to on the road where they want to be for health and wellness and just having an optimal life. That's really what my
Oof,
focus is.
I love that. Mm,
I'm
yeah.
also, just a little bit about my background is I am a board certified functional wellness practitioner. So I graduated under the umbrella of being a certified natural health practitioner, and then I got my board certification. I also have a lot of focus as well on the energetic aspects of health, on energy medicine. So I'm a Reiki practitioner. I am a certified yoga practitioner, so registered yoga. I had a yoga studio many, many years ago. And I've been on both sides of it all, from the fast paced moving yoga to very slow and ways to support the nervous system. And then been doing coaching for a long time as well as a licensed professional coach. So this field of health and wellness has been kind of like my nest for a very, very long time. I built it and built it. And my focus is really on all the aspects of the person, the mind, body, spirit, the emotions. I use Bach flower remedies as well and other vibrational essences like essential oils. And looking at the social and the genetic, which is such a huge part, and environmental as well.
I love that. Awesome. I love that you mentioned the genetic piece simply because that is kind of all the rage right now. Everybody's talking about the genetic piece and really understanding what that is and what it means in our lives, but connecting that into the vibrational piece and the energy piece as well.
Correct.
Because we are humans that work on a vibrational level. And I love that
Yes.
you put those two things side by side.
Well, and it's so important because, right, so many people feel like they're tied to their genes in some sort of way, but we do know within the scope of functional medicine of epigenetics and how that all can be changed. And really, so when you're getting some sort of title or diagnosis in some way, that, for some people, that's just like, oh, but it doesn't have to be that way because energy is always changing. And so when we change that energetic aspect of that and work with those energetic components, whether it's a supplementation at a high energetic level or the thoughts and the mindset and the energy of the person, it's really amazing what happens.
I love that. Yeah. So you mentioned you've been doing this for quite some time. How long have you been doing this work?
Well, I've been in wellness for about 22 years now. So it's been my journey. It found me basically. It found me 22 years ago when I was in those spaces where I wasn't feeling great and I didn't seem like I had a lot of hope. And it found me in different ancient traditions, and all these things started showing forth in different ways that gave me another way to be able to explore and open up into what would allow me to not feel so lost and in a place of being a little destitute or being stamped with some sort of label or um, you know you're just the sickly one or whatever is going on there.
Right.
And so it's been a very interesting journey. I've learned so much, and we get in this, once where evolution starts, it just keeps going. So
Right.
yeah, so for me, it's like I said, this work really it came to me. It's been 22 years, and it's just expanded and expanded.
I love that. I love that. And I love how you brought in that we just keep learning.
Yes.
We just keep learning. I mean, every new client that we work with, we learn more and we're able to bring in more tools and learn how to use new tools just to
Yes.
help us be better for our people. I love that.
Exactly.
So kind of lean into, you already started to talk through this just a little bit about why you came to this work.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk more into that for us?
Sure. Well, and so I was 22 years ago, I was in a, unhealthy relationship, antibiotic resistance, gut issues, all kinds of things going on. And I remember them, even at the conventional medicine doctor was like, there's really nothing we can do to help you. Like you've just,
Right.
none of these antibiotics are working on you because I had so many when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so many gut problems, a lot of candidas and all these sort of issues that came up. And I just remember feeling like kind of like they would tell you this and like, you just keep being like, what did I do wrong? I've just followed what everyone has told me for all these years. I've gone down this path of what the physicians have said or, instructed me to do. And I wanted to not feel so deflated,
Right.
but and not like crazy, or like I
Mhm.
was in some sort of, I was out there. And honestly, the universe just opened the door, and I had like a spirit. It was a spirit. I met a spiritual person, started me on this path, and I started getting in natural health, and it just resonated so deeply with me
Mhm.
that I began to know what it was like to feel comfortable in my own skin, if that makes sense.
I
Like
love
to
that.
just start to feel like, oh my gosh, no, this feels right. Like there's something about this
Mhm.
that's right. And
Yeah.
what started happening as I continued to follow that energy and that feeling, I became more and more empowered, and I understood myself, and I got to know myself better and dive into lots of self-improvement of, what was
Right.
going on with my relationships or my family history or, what has led me to the choices I made that were not serving my good. And,
Right.
this is a deep well, right? I mean, and this is
Mhm.
something, and that, people
Yeah.
should know when they move into this. It just goes, and it's
Yeah.
part of the process.
Exactly.
And, natural health was like the only door that really brought me back to the truth of my mind and my body and my spirit. And, all the wisdom that's been in there that I never knew existed, that a lot of times
Right.
we are asked to forget or we just don't remember, we're not taught as we grow
Mhm.
up. And that's really, what just resonated so well for me, and that just kept me moving forward into wanting to, do this work. And then as it's moving through me, that to be able to share that, because the results
Right.
I was seeing and the the outcomes that were coming out, and it just is such a deep passion. It's very deep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
I love
very
that.
deep passion. And the more I let go of, the more good came in. The more I let
Love
go
it.
of, the more good, more good, more good. And, you know, I learned a lot about energy. I learned a lot about my thoughts, how that played a role. I learned how my reactions, or, you know, what was I reacting to, or what was I fighting against? So many
Yeah,
pieces of things that I was taught or that was in my space, and that I could then get to say, no, I choose not that, or they can
yeah,
do that, you know, and it's very powerful current. And, you know, the reason why I do this work is because it changes lives. I mean, that's
exactly.
basically it. It changed my life. It hit me in a deep, deep core. And when you do that, you just want to share it. You want to, it's bigger than you. It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
bigger.
get that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So much. I
Yeah. And
love that.
so, you know, I think, you know, sometimes, especially people who are, there's a lot of layers going on, or they've been through a lot of different circumstances, life becomes quite mundane for them, you know, average. And I
Right.
feel like that was really what reignited my life again, you
Mhm.
know, and that wisdom, and trusting that wisdom, and getting to know and discover and explore what we have within our bodies and our minds and our soul, you know, so that I'm all about, I still remember 22 years ago when I first started on this path, the woman I worked with, and she just said, you know, this is all about emotional mastery, Nicole. This is all about you learning how to master your emotions. And boy, what a big phrase, right?
Right.
But this is very, you know, we don't even talk about emotions a lot, right? People don't want to
Mhm.
talk about emotions, or they just want to stuff it. And we know it's important to talk about emotions. So this is a big piece of this work too, the
It
emotional piece.
is. Yeah.
The emotional piece, and getting comfortable with, you know, understanding and letting yourself be in the flow of, when you want to cry, you cry, and honoring all these pieces of your unique blueprint of you, and feeling that support with a
Yeah.
group like us.
Yeah. I love that. It's almost like allowing ourselves to come home to who we
Yeah.
really are.
Yes. And knowing that that home is safe and it's
Yeah.
supported, and everything that you're wanting will be provided.
Right.
And, you know, finding people that support you in that
Yeah.
and allow you to become into your authentic self is a real
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess one of the things that I hear a lot from our clients, and I'm sure you do as well, is the disconnect between the emotional part of them and the physiological part. Like what's
Yeah.
happening in their bodies, what is actually driving their disease process, right?
Yes.
And making it excuse me, almost feeling like we're a bunch of parts and pieces, and you know, you just change out the alternator. You know, we can't do that. Or, you
Exactly.
know, the gallbladder's diseased or isn't working right, or, you know, whatever. It's a problem part. You really don't need it. Take it out. But understanding that we are a beautiful, unique, whole person. And that's what you've been speaking to so beautifully. So thank you that, you know, putting together the physiological part, but also all the other parts and pieces of us that make us who we are.
It's so important. It is the root of it all. You know, it really is. If we don't look at these emotions, you know, I've had plenty of clients who've gotten their gallbladders removed and they still have those same things. It does
Yeah.
not go away. It's still, you will feel
Why?
it because the body still is holding that there, and it will keep speaking to you through those messages of whatever those
Mhm.
signs or issues or symptoms are. And so, you know, you know, we are in a society where we know a lot of times, like I said, we don't want to go there, but it's so important. And as long as it's done in a gentle way, that's where the biggest openings happen.
Yeah,
That's where it all comes together, right?
I love that. I love that. So I know you're accepting new clients,
Yes,
and
yes.
the the next question is kind of an interesting one. I would really love to hear the clients that you love to work with, the ones that really touch your heart space.
Yeah, well, I love to work with clients that really want to go deep,
Mhm.
right? There are the people that are ready to do the work. They're
Yeah.
committed, they're focused on their wellness, they're done
Mhm.
lollygagging, they've perhaps been too many places
Yeah.
and tried too many things, you know, maybe they've gone all over the internet and tried to find out these health trends, and they're starting to understand that this is, you have to have some skill and some expertise to be able to like really figure out how to get this all in a
Mhm.
balance, the
Yeah.
congruency here. And these are the people who will put in the time to get the results, right? I mean, everyone's time is valuable. Yours is valuable, mine is valuable. Hopefully they know theirs is valuable, and they just they want to get into it, and they want to, figure this out. And I love working with people who want to become empowered. They want to be
I love
free.
that.
They want to be free, and they want to know the power that their body holds, of their mind, that their mind holds, and
Mhm.
that their soul is driving them forward if they've come to us, if they've come
Right.
to work with us, that it's
Yeah.
that they're guided. And and like I said, it's even the people who maybe they haven't gotten the answers. Maybe the lab tests are off, but someone's saying, oh, that's all right. Or maybe they just feel it. They feel
Mhm.
it, like it's just not right. I'm off, something's not right for me. Why am I hitting that 3 p.m. fatigue in the afternoon? Or why am I having this nervousness all the time? And even
Yeah.
though I'm taking this and this, and like,
Mhm.
where is it? And the people also who haven't felt supported, I want to
Right.
work with them. I want to work with those people that are wanting that support to live
Exactly.
optimally.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the ones. They're the ones who are going to put it in. They're going to do it, do the work, and they're going to
Exactly.
see the results, and they're going to see the big results.
I love that. Yeah. We could tell stories about that.
I know, for sure. For sure. We certainly can.
Yeah. One of the things that I've really seen too around people, the people who actually get well and are able to stay well, is just what you described. They're ready to jump in, do the work, get busy, and stay working and stick at it until they reach their wellness goals.
That's right. It's a commitment, and
Yeah,
it's a journey, right? We know it's a
yeah,
journey, and we are all here to grow.
exactly. Right.
Life is about growth, no matter what someone told you or what you grew up thinking, but it is. And either you can learn, you can keep fighting against the currents, or you can start to learn tools to be able to move with the current in the best way
Right.
possible, so you can use that energy in all kinds of other great ways. And that's what we're here for, to support that, and to
Mhm.
go in there. And for the people who just they want it all, and they want to
Mhm.
that whatever label someone's put on them, that they say, you know what, I know there's something else out there for me.
I
We're
love
the
that.
people.
I love that. Awesome, awesome. Is there anything else that you would like to share, that you feel here that you want to share with everybody that's listening right now?
Sure. So I just want to let you know, if you're one of these many millions or thousands of people, or hundreds, that have gone and seen so many different practitioners and tried different things, and you're feeling like, maybe no one's ever heard you or seen you,
Mhm.
or you're just not sure where to turn the corner, I would ask you to reach out. I'd ask you to reach out and book a discovery call, so
Yeah.
that you can just start, I can understand who you are, what
Mhm.
you're feeling, what you're going through. And let me share a little bit of my energy with you so that we can see if it's a good fit. Because I do understand how this path, any of us who get into this usually have quite a long list of things we've been through.
Yep.
And it's on all ends of it. I've had autoimmune I've worked on all the faces that you can imagine. And so you may feel like you're alone or no one understands, but there are people who are there for you, and we are that. And I am interested in getting to know what you've been struggling with and what you've encountered and how I can assist you in optimizing your wellness. Maybe you've done okay for a while, but there's still things coming up.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's many, many layers. It doesn't matter as long as you are focused and committed and you're wanting to dig in. So I just invite you to go to the Discovery link and check us out and sign up for a call so that we can explore this. You can get to know me, I can get to know you, and see if it's a good fit, if it's a good fit for everyone around, so that we can, I'm here to help. I'm here because I love this work. I'm passionate about it. I know that I have gifts and wisdom, and I want you to have your best life. So.
I love that. I love that. So Nicole kind of touched on this a couple of times in her last, what she was sharing with you. So we have a Discovery link posted above this video, and I want you to just pop in and go ahead and schedule a call with Nicole. Usually what happens in that call is you guys have 30 minutes to really get to know each other, really explore what's going on, really be able to feel out, is working together going to be just perfect for both of you? And I welcome any questions that you might have. You can email us if you have those, but welcome into the Sagebrush Wellness family. And thank you, Nicole, for joining us. I love your energy. I love the wisdom that you bring. I love the light that you bring. And thank you, everyone, for helping us welcome Nicole into the team. And we will talk with you soon. We'll see you on a Discovery call.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa.
Take care.